What's going on YouTube? It's Mike MK Bars playing around in the shop today. It's Saturday. Want to let you know from my Canadian friends, we made some Canadian maple leaves, and we haven't antiqued them. This is a little bit of a golden, 3 ounces and 2 ounces. So this is what we're doing in the shop today. We're also cutting UFOs. We'll bring that to you soon. It's another one. We have all these. I'll show them to you. Okay. I also wanted to show you, I'm playing around with statues and things of that sort. We got here a skeleton in a grave. Had a couple holes at the bottom, so we'll have to redo it. That's the problem with making statues. The investment that goes around it, if you don't do it right, it could ruin your piece. Although we can get away with this piece, but it is pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. I saw it and I thought, hey, you know what? Let me make that. So here's your skeleton in a coffin. This thing's got to be about, I didn't weigh it, but it's got to be about, well, here, I know the bane is like 6 ounces. It's got to be around 5 ounces. Maybe, no, actually 6 ounces. We made an army man. It's a little army man. Different than the ones that APMEX sell because they do those little 3 ounces or 2 ounces, and they do it in Delft clay. This is done with the Art of the Lost Wax process. It's supposed to bring out a little bit more of the detail. Bring that into focus more. You can see his bags on his legs here. There's a bag. His hands, and of course the back. Here's why, and this actually is done well. Depends on the person who's making the wax mold in how skilled they are. So this is from my brother-in-law. It's Bane from Batman. He pulls off Batman's mask, crushes it. That's Bane, and you can see if you have a professional that does the wax, it makes the wax flow better, so you'll get more detail. So you can see all the detail on Bane here. Let's pull it back so you can get into focus more. There's Bane. It's actually really cool. This one's not for sale, folks, but you can see the muscles in his arms. And of course, my brother-in-law, Jim Shoop, is a sculptor for DC Comics, Hallmark, and all of those other good places that does Batman and Superman and sports action figures. So we are going to be making both generic and non-generic pieces. So that, of course, is a non-generic piece. Here's another one. This is another army man. You can see he's got his, I don't know what that is, scope or a light on the shoulder. You can see that muscles in his arms. He came out pretty good. You can see the detail on the back from the his saddlebag here, all the way to his goodies on his belt, to the strap around his back, carrying his other bags. So that's another one. We've got a couple more army men coming out. A little smaller. This is probably 6, 7 ounces, 8 ounces. But I thought they were pretty cool, so I made them. They stand up. You've seen this, but I'll show you one more time. I've got some statues that are going to one of the bigger vendors that I can't disclose. And they won't really have my name on them, but it's a big line of theirs, so hopefully we'll be doing all of them in the line. We just done the first one, and they're about to get shipped to them soon. This is the Statue of Liberty that I did. You can see the detail coming out of Golden Gate Bridge and the skyline to the flag and the stars here. I wish I could get that better. That's what you get when you get an iPhone and you're not professional. But look at the buildings here, and the drapery under the arms, the drapery of of her robe, and then the buildings, and of course, and get her face in there. You get a little face. to even. It says July here on the book she's holding. July, and I can't get that into focus here. It says July. Whenever she was erected. I can't read it. It's a Roman letter numerals. You can see her hand. Anyway, this is the difference between sculpting in Delft clay and sculpting with a lost wax process, where you pick up a little bit more of the detail. It's more of how those big copper statues are made, and life-like statues are made. They're made in pieces, life size. These are all one piece, and of course you have to know what you're doing. I've gone through a lot of learning curves with this, but you have to build sprues of wax. Then you got to take it off when you clean it up. But from maybe here to here, from here to here, because if you don't leave areas for the steam to get out, it'll mess up your piece. You'll get bubbles everywhere. The face won't come out. Nothing will come out. So we've had it takes a while building a sprue system that vents. So maybe one here to a piece on her crown, and here to here, and then from here to here, just enough so that the whole thing gets filled up with silver, and the gas escapes, the steam escapes without ruining the piece. Of course, this is 0.999. It's a lot harder. All of my pieces are 999. They are a lot harder to sculpt, or sorry, to make the piece come out in 999. It's not an easy process. This one's not standard. So if you are going to make statues, I recommend probably 925, although it's not the investment quality I like, but it's easier to make the piece without ruining it. The investment that you pour around these things can get expensive. It's a 50-pound box is about $50, or $1 a pound. So there's, see if we can get them in focus here. There's the maple leaves. I wish I was better camera. Sorry guys. Here's the the maple leaves. There's the skull and the coffin. There's the Bane and the other army man, and the Statue of Liberty. Backside of them. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, what do you think? What do you think of the statues? I know the expense is not what people want, and so this might be more of a gallery type thing, but it is expensive and a long process. I hope you like it. We're working on some UFOs right now. You guys take care. Thanks a lot, YouTube. Look forward to talking to you in the very, very near future. And again, sorry the video quality isn't that good, but it's not it's not something that I partake in like the rest of the professional YouTubers that do a really good job. Again, I'm sorry. I thank you for watching. Thank you for looking at our artwork and our pieces and our pours. Have a blessed day. We'll talk to you later, YouTube.